Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Stott and I'm the Emperor of Stomaria. Today I want to discuss Stephen Wells and his newly appointed position as a Lord of Stomaria. So for those that don't know, Stephen Wells is a long-time citizen of Stomaria. He joined back in May 2022 and has been a loyal and steadfast supporter of Stomaria ever since. He has become one of Stomaria's biggest financial backers and even attended the Imperial Summit in 2023. And when I recently put out an email to the citizens of Stomaria asking if there would be any individuals there that would be interested in becoming the governors of the next round of provinces that we intend to acquire in 2025, he was one of the first that put himself forward. And I was hoping that he was going to do so because he is someone that I thought was going to fit the bill. Now, Stomarian lords and Stomarian ladies are, as I say, members of the Stomarian nobility. And this is a meritocratic system in the sense that it is not based on hereditary titles. It's not something that's going to be passed down to his children. It's not something that his wife or partner is going to be able to use. It is solely for the individual. And it is based exclusively on what they have done for Stomaria and for the wider empire, how they have displayed above and beyond the necessary loyalty and interest and commitment to what we are actually doing. And Stephen Wells, as I say, is someone that actually fits the bill. And so he was appointed as the most recent Lord of Stomaria. And to give you an idea how infrequent these kinds of appointments are, the last formal appointment as a Lord of Stomaria was actually King Raoul of Wayward back in 2023 during the Imperial Summit, when he was formally appointed as a Lord of Stomaria in recognition for his contributions to Stomaria itself. As in addition to obviously being the King of Wayward and contributing to the Empire in that way, his contributions to Stomaria itself has been quite significant in many different ways. And before that, it was back in 2022, I'm going to say March or April time, when at the time Prince Alexander of Moreland actually became a Lord of Stomaria because of his financial contributions to Stomaria. Now, that is to say, it's obviously incredibly rare that lords and ladies of Stomaria are appointed. And that's because the threshold, even though that it's not a major hurdle, it is significant enough to separate the wheat from the chaff in some sense. So anyone can become a Stomarian citizen. They can go onto our website, make a single contribution, a one-time contribution of £1, and they will become a Stomarian citizen. That threshold is obviously extremely low. And so the lords and ladies of Stomaria, they just have to show that they are far more than that. They are actually contributing more than this minimum threshold. They're not contributing the bare minimum. They're actually going out there and trying to promote Stomaria in a more significant and serious way. And that is what we are looking for. Now, as a Lord of Stomaria, as a part of the Stomarian nobility, Lord Wells is going to be involved in the Imperial Court meetings that we have. That is to say, the Imperial Court, for those that don't know, is an advisory body within Stomaria. It's where the lords and ladies of Stomaria and the leading members of the member states of the Empire, so you'd have King Raoul of Wayward or Lady Ellen of Wayward or Consul David of Vesta, they're all part of the Imperial Court. And this advisory body is about discussing the plans for the future. It's about discussing current news and events, and it's about building bridges with one another in order to build closer ties with the leading members of the Empire. Now, this is not the extent of it, in the sense that the Imperial Court, or being a part of the Imperial Court, is only a small aspect of becoming a Lord or Lady of Stomaria, in the sense that there are other positions that will become open to these individuals. That is to say, when it comes to the leading positions within Stomaria, we want these to be filled with Stomaria's best. We want them to be filled with Stomaria's most dedicated citizens. And having the title of Lord or Lady is an automatic assumption that this individual is serious about getting behind Stomaria and supporting it in a serious, major way. And so Lord Wells is actually going to be considered as a governor for the next round of territorial acquisitions that we plan in 2025. He is going to be appointed as a governor of one of these provinces. And because he has been considered for this role very early on, and because he is now considered a Lord of Stomaria, is a part of the Stomarian nobility, he will be able to look at land around him where he resides, and this is land that we will consider purchasing either for him or with him, which is another reason that his appointment was quite easy from my own perspective, because when I put out the call to ask if there were any citizens that were willing to become governors of these territories, of these provinces that we were going to acquire, he actually made the suggestion, because it is something that we are considering, that he contribute financially towards the purchase of one of these provinces in a joint purchase agreement with the imperial family of Stomaria. And this is something that we are considering with other Stomarians and more besides, in order to more rapidly expand our territorial holdings. So it's not going to be exclusively something that we need to purchase. It's something that other Stomarian citizens and more besides can actually get involved and purchase land with us in order to accomplish our goals far faster. And he, as I say, put himself forward for that kind of transaction, that agreement. And even though this is something that's still being discussed and worked on, nothing's been finalised at all, I should stress that now, this is something that is a green flag. It's something that sort of strikes home in that this is someone that actually is committed to Stomaria and actually committed to bringing this about in a real, significant and impactful way. And that is what matters. Now, for those that want to become lords or ladies of Stomaria in the same way that Lord Wells or others have, then the only way you can do this is to, first of all, become a Stomarian citizen. And then from there, it's really just a question of how much you want to do in order to gain our attention. That is to say, a lot of lords in the past have become lords because of their financial contributions to Stomaria. It is a very noticeable, very impactful way to support Stomaria. But this isn't always the case, and certainly isn't the only thing we consider. If there are citizens out there that are attending gatherings, imperial summits or events, if there are citizens that are actually on the land, working the land, if they are contributing something in some way to the development and expansion of Stomaria, then these are the sorts of individuals that we know that we can trust, people that have skin in the game, people that want us to succeed. And these are the individuals, the elite, the creme de la creme of Stomaria that we want to have within the ranks of the Stomarian nobility. And so it is quite straightforward, very simple, in order to become a Lord and Lady of Stomaria. It is a meritocratic system, as I said earlier. It is a system in which it is based on your individual talents, skills, contributions, and the ability for social mobility is quite simple and straightforward within Stomaria's social hierarchy. And the best way to do this, as I say, is to first of all become a Stomarian citizen and then just show me that you are committed to what we are actually building. Show me that you understand what Stomaria is, and show me how you are actually making things happen, how you're bringing this about, how you are achieving our values and objectives and aspirations. That is what we are looking for the Stomarian citizens that are looking to become lords and ladies. Now, Lord Wells is going to be a part of what I am currently building, which is a new team of Stomarian citizens that are actually serious about bringing this about and are going to be really helping to propel Stomaria forward well into the future. I have obviously taken the charge for the last 5 years or so and really pushed Stomaria as far as I can, in the sense that when it comes to a single individual performing these activities in terms of acquiring the land, developing the land, promoting Stomaria, making the videos, and all the content and everything that's relevant to promoting Stomaria and facilitating its expansion and development. There's only so much I can do as a single individual. And so having a team around me of Stomarian citizens that are going to be able to push things forward in a far more impactful way, that is something that we are looking for next year. And this is why I put out the call for potential governors or prospective governors for the next round of territorial purchases that we will be making next year, because I can't govern each and every territory, each and every province of Stomaria. I need boots on the ground, I need people that are committed to Stomaria to make this happen, and this is how we are going to do it. If you want to learn more about Stomaria or play an active role in our development and expansion, visit our website at www.stomaria.com and find out what it means to be a Stomarian.